Uh, all right, let me check out some of the comments. Okay. uh, you're emotional, man. Damn, you're emotional. Oh, you emotional, man. Oh my God, this dude's emotional. You can tell you can tell, man. You could tell these emotional Knife Wonder fans. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there, but you could tell. Oh man! All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Let me turn the vibe down for a second. I gotta look through some stuff. Emotional, emotional. Can you imagine? Could you imagine being a dude on this earth and you sucking off another dude, man? Can you imagine being that? Cause I can't, man. I literally can't, dude. I can't be that guy, man. I mean, how could you be a human being on this earth, and you're like, literally, like another dude, like that? Don't even. Damn, that shows that you're not even a man. That shows that you're not even a man. That you literally got it. You know what I mean? Pause. You like it though. Wow, man. Oh, and don't forget, man. I'll be documenting all this stuff. So basically, I like the fact that you're saying this stuff, right, homie? Cause that's your producer name. That's what you go by. That's your brand. So I'm documenting that. So you could check Google. It's gonna be on Google. Your username and all the stuff that you're saying. Screenshot it. All the images. Also, I'm gonna write an article about you on my website. And I'm gonna put all this. I'm gonna put all that in there. So the article is gonna be published. Okay? Yeah. So forever in history on Google and all other search engines, you'll be forever remembered. I got you, man. I got the attention that you want. I got. Hold on. Let me make sure I screenshot that. Yeah, I got it. Make sure I screenshot that so I get that article written about you. What's your name? Black Dark. That's your producer name, Black Dark. I got. You want to be famous? I'm gonna put you out there. I got you. I got you, man. You good. Your article is going to be written. You can check out old5dicey.com. The article's going to be on there. I'm going to put it on medium.com. And then also, it's going to be on Google. So when you Google your name, it's going to be out there. When people Google search your name, they're going to see the article. I got you, man. You want your fame? I got you. All right, let me see. All right, hold on. Let's go to... search. Yeah, but you do realize if that's his name, like, do you realize if that's his name, it's a rap. It's a rap. If that's his producer name, it's a rap. That's it. Like, you can't take it back. You can't take back what you just said. You guys hide behind your comments on these platforms. You go on Instagram, TikTok, and you say all this stuff that you want to say, right? But when it comes time for you to get a job, when it comes time for you to go sit down at that meeting to try to sit and get a record deal or something like that, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna Google search you. They're gonna look you up to see what type of person you are before they work with you. Okay? So now that name right there, Black Dark, is forever gonna be on Google. And then also, I'm gonna put it on archive.com as well. Okay? And archive.com never disappears off the internet. Never. Okay? So yeah, keep it up. I need more, baby. I need more screenshots. So it don't matter. Even if he changes his name, it goes to show you that he's a fraud and he's a phony. So you on here hating on me, but you're a fraud and a phony. How does that make any sense? So yeah, if he changes his name, that's his character. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm an open book. I'm an open book. So yeah, it's a sample. I'm not even, listen, man. I'm not even, this is, what I'm doing right now is I'm just showing you how easy it is to literally just take a sample, find your chops, put some drums to it, and that's it. It doesn't even matter if it's like a million chops or if it's like one or two chops. You're still doing chopping, but you didn't create the original piece. So like, I didn't create the original piece, right? If I play the original piece, I didn't create that at all. So let's say if I'm a producer and I have no knowledge on music production, but I know how to sample. You know what I'm saying? I could literally grab a sample from anywhere, put it on the pads, go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on that track, but I'm on the track. I go, listen to it, like, oh, that sounds good. All right, cool. That's one loop right there. Like, that's not hard, man. Now, if I want to chop it even more, I can. Or if I want to speed it up, like that's like come on. Like I just warp the sample. You know what I'm saying? I go up semitones with it. Right? That shit is easy. That's not hard. It's now it's unrecognizable, right? They can't really tell, right? Semitones, drop it up, push it up. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? So you wanna mangle it some more, right? So just flip it in reverse now. So now I chopped it, sped it up semitones, flipped it in reverse. And so I'll do two reverse. So the first one, I'll do the first one reverse, second one reverse, and the third one is regular. So you can hear that vocal come out of there, right? And these are reverse. But I can flip, no, these not these are going forward, right? Let me see if I reverse that. Look, that's it. So look, one is going in reverse, the other one is regular. So it's giving me that ha 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 ha. Like, come on, like. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? You beat it up the way you want to beat it up. You can do micro chops as you playing. You don't even have to chop it at micro chops. You can just do. Now you just go in there. If you want to EQ some stuff out, get some of the vocals out. I can just throw the EQ on it right now if I wanted to. If I wanted to. So, anyway, so that dude keeps talking. He ain't talking no more. He not talking no more. Like, come on, man. He stopped talking. You ain't talking no more. Where your reckless talking at? Come on. Give me your reckless talking, dude. Go ahead. Be toxic, be nasty, be negative because your feelings are hurt. Your feelings are hurt. It's because it's easy to sample. I just did it. And, like, come on. And I wasn't even trying to go hard. Like, I was just messing around. This is not even like a sample that's like R&B and stuff like that. It's from a video game. It got a whole bunch of stuff going, a whole bunch of sounds going on in here. It got horses running and shit like that on the track. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. But I'll use that. That could be like my hi-hat. I don't have to put a hi-hat over that. I'll use it. Let that be the hi-hat. Let that be the rhythm. Like, come on. Like, what are you talking about? That just they got problems, man. Like a lot of problems. That's the problem. A lot of y'all got problems in the head, and you don't know it. You're not awake, man. You're not awake. Your mind is clouded. Your mind is clouded with, like, you know, all the stuff that's in front of you. All the stuff that's in front of you. Your mind is clouded, dude. Like, you believe in famous people. The dude came on here. First thing he said is Knife Wonder. First thing he said was Knife Wonder because he believes in famous people. Famous people thinks for him. That's his God. Then what he gonna say next? Oh, that's not no Jay Dilla chops, right? That's what he gonna say next, right? Because you sucking off another man on this earth instead of just worrying about yourself. I'm trying to tell you, like, I didn't have to do nothing to that sample at all. I'm just showing you that was simple, man. I just put it in the MPC, chop it, and now I'm going to say it's my own. Let me bring the semitones back down because that's a little. That's a little too crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just take that down. Right? Take the semitones down. Take it back down. Just undo everything I just did, right? But if I was a sample based producer, because I've seen it, I was taught it, you know what I mean, I like it. I'm not going to sit there and continue to bring up all these guys and live off of them. People say that I'm living off these people, but all I see is the people in the comment section talking about them. So since you keep talking about them, you're giving me the content. I'm just basically throwing the stuff back in your face, and you don't even know it. That's how slow a lot of y'all are. You don't even know what's happening right in front of you. You can't see nothing. It's like y'all didn't even go to school, man. Y'all didn't have no education, man. You don't have a mind of your own. You got a mind of the media. The media tells you what to like. The media tells you who to like. The media tells you who to follow. And then guess what y'all do? You follow them. If I say, oh, sampling is easy, and I just showed you, I just chopped it in seconds. Now all I gotta do is add drums, a bass line, sound effects. I add hi-hat if I wanted to, stand, all that stuff. And then I got a loop beat. And then even if it's not the best beat that you might not think it is, but I still did it though. And on top of that, somebody might rock over it. I could rhyme over it. Can you rhyme? Are you an artist? Can you spit bars? Can I find you? If I Google search you right now, can I find you? You hating on me, but can I find you? That's all. I'm waiting for him to talk. That's the only reason I'm talking right now, because I'm waiting for him to come back with the negativity, man. So I can screenshot it and add that to the article. I'm not playing with you, dude. Black. What's your name? Let me go back, because you ain't saying nothing. Black Dark. I'm not playing with you. I'm writing an article about you, dude. Okay? An article and showcasing all your negativity in the article. An article. A professional article. It's going to be on medium.com. It's going to be actually all the article websites that I'm registered to. It's going to be on all of them. Okay? I'm on like 3 article websites. Then it's going to go on 005dynasty.com. Okay? Then it's going to go on 005dynasty.com. I have an article section on there, and I have a news section on there. Now, it's permanently documented on the article side. Then I'm going to go to Google itself, and I'm going to embed it in Google, write the article in Google. So now it's permanently there, and it's going to have your producer name. If that's your producer name, because I know y'all all got burner accounts, right? I know you got burner accounts. He's probably making a burner account right now. That's what he's probably doing. He probably trying to sign up to YouTube to come back and attack me again under a burner account because he's not a real man. What up? I'm doing stuff. What do you need? You need something?
Yeah, her purple brush is missing.
Okay. Why would it be in here? You know what I'm saying?
If I can't find that brush, I'm in trouble. She wants to fucking take that scratch her back, and then.
Okay. You gotta click. Come on.
So you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm saying? So listen. I'm saying that's easy. Add the kick drum and all that stuff. Come on, man. That's the swag, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even need to do all that, man. That's just whatever. Let's go do something else. That was simple, man. That was simple. And if you want to know, that was a Zelda track. All right. So I'm not saying you're toxic. I'm not saying you're toxic. I wasn't talking to you. I respect people who give their honest opinion. I respect that. So you can finish talking. Give your honest opinion, homie. Give your honest opinion. Talk. But when you be disrespectful, and I've been allowing it on YouTube in the comment section, but those comments are still there. So what I'm gonna do is I have time on Tuesday this week. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab all those comments from all the disrespectful people. And some of those comments, those are their real channels. That's their producer name. So their producer name no longer gets to hide on YouTube in the comment section and inside of live streams. Their producer names are going to be documented. If you search up right now 005 Dynasty on Google, I have a lot of documentation on there. a lot of documentation. So people can go in there and see all this stuff about me. And they know who I am and what I bring to the table. A lot of you guys cannot be found. Now, I'm not saying you. I'm saying I don't know you. I never been to your stuff. You know what I'm saying? I never Google searched you. But a lot of you guys cannot be found on Google. So you on here being disrespectful and trying to hide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your brand, that's your company. And if you don't know, if once you start with a producer name or a beat maker name, and that's your name, but that becomes your brand name. That's what you're putting on all these accounts and stuff like that. And since that's your brand name and you running with that name, I'm going to document your brand name. And I'm not tarnishing your brand name. You tarnish your brand name yourself. And you know what's going to happen? All the people that I know that have this problem, I'm going to tell them, start documenting these toxic people and putting them on Google, on Bing, on Yahoo, on AOL, on all the search engines. Put them in the articles, put them on your websites, so that now when they try to go get a job, the people Google search them, these articles pop up. And let's see them get a job. Let's see them book clients. Yeah, that's how the real world works. You know what I'm saying? Try to leave your job and go to another job and see they don't call back. They don't call your references and see what type of person you are before you try to get that next job. Go ahead and do that and see what's up. All right. So yeah, that was just quick chopping. I got kicks and snares and all that stuff I can just put in here. That's nothing. I'm not even worried about that. It's just easy. I got my pattern. I got my melody. That's just one pattern. The sample was longer than that, so I could go back and get more. I could go get more pieces. I could start layering, like how you say, "Oh, you got to layer." I got to layer. I could put more of the vocal, this, that. I could EQ parts out of the sample loop that would make it blend. Come on, it's not hard to do, man. It's not hard to loop up, man. But I didn't create that track from scratch. So how would I would have created that track from scratch? It got horses in there, man. The track has horses. Let's go listen to the sample. Let's listen to the sample. They got horses in there. I ain't got no horse in my house. No real horses in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, horses in here, all sorts. They got a guy in here saying whatever he's saying. I'm not that guy. I can't make his vocal tone. So when you sampling, you're taking all that. But you're acting like I'm making this shit up. I'm not making it up. All right, let me try this out. And that snare. Okay. All right, let me turn this down.
Damn! Damn!
Track is dope. That track is dope. It's from Zelda, right? It's like one of the title openings or whatever, right? But it's dope. But I don't have to do nothing to the sample. It's already mixed. All the sounds are in there. You hear everything in there. I don't have to do nothing. All I do is put it in place, chop, and then go with the rest of my knowledge of how to blend it all together. Come on, man. It's not hard, dude. That shit. That's how. Come on. That shit right there looped up, and it got mad stuff in it. That if we've been talking about A Woman's Threat. That's R. Kelly's record, right? A Woman's Threat. That right there. A Woman's Threat doesn't have horses and shit running around in a track. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the melody. You got all the percussion in there, but if you just cut around all the percussion, you good. And even if you take the percussion, it's still a 4/4 time signature. Even if you was to take the percussion, like the kick drum and all that stuff out of that track, with the track, if you want to loop that part, you can actually loop that part, because that part is 4/4 time signature. You can put that in there if you wanted to. I'm not saying he did that, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't sample. I don't do the sample game no more. Like, It's that I don't do it. I start from a blank slate, scratch. Anyway, so let me go and check out some stuff. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find something for you guys really quick. All right, let me browse. Trust me, I haven't. Listen, I've been working on my company. I haven't even been making beats. The beats. The last beats that I've made stayed totally originally from scratch. So I'm working on that. I had those projects files open up, and then I was writing the songs. I wasn't thinking about. I haven't thought about making a sample beat in such a long time. It's not even. I don't. It's not in my repertoire. I mean, it's in my repertoire. I can't do it, but in my current repertoire, it's not there. I don't worry about that. All right, so let's go to. Let's see, Dynasty, gang. Let me see. What's it? How did we ever get this far? How did we ever get this far? Let me see if I could search it up. How? Oh, I'm in the wrong drive. My bad. How? Sometimes I forget what I name stuff, dude. So do you ever had that problem? You forget what you name? I'm still waiting for him to comment back. I'm still waiting for him to speak. Sorry about that. I got the, yeah. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find how do I know how. Oh, can I get? Do I even have it on this drive? I should have it on this drive. Did I name it something else? Just bear with me, man. This is not one of those. Did he say anything? No, he didn't say nothing yet. He never said. He said, "I'm not trying to be toxic, and my feelings are not hurt. I'm actually just trying to have a conversation with you about your point of view." Yeah, but you didn't say nothing after that. I'm waiting for you to say something after that. And I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the other guy. I hope I didn't scare him away, man. That would suck. So let me see. I'm all over the place with this stuff. Yeah, pop shells at them. Dynasty. Let me know your point of view, man. Let me know your point of view about mixing, man. I mean, not about mixing, about sampling versus original. Let me know your point of view. Let me know your point of view about sampling and original, right? So, feel me, okay. Yes. No. Be without you. No. Yeah. What did I name that joint, dude? I'm tripping, son. Like instrumental 2021, 2023. Nah, was it? When did I make that? When did I sample that? 2020? Was it 2020 or 2021? I sampled that. Let's say. 2020 vision. Crazy, man. Man, listen. When I was sampling stuff, I don't even know where I put that stuff at, but I want to pull it out. I want to pull out some stuff, some sample tracks. I'm gonna. Guys, I really want to love you. Flutes, don't hate. And I don't know why. No, this is not it. I'm just. What is the? Hold on. Let me see something. My bad. My family, they mad loud, y'all. If I hear them, I apologize. My house is it gets a little crazy. I'm over here doing stuff, and like the studio and stuff is in there, but When they out there, man, I can't be out there. They be wilding, yo. They be wilding, dude. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to find this joint. This is a specific joint I wanna pull up. I like it. You know what I mean? But I want to talk about it too. I want to talk about the record. You're probably like, this guy, man, he procrastinating. Yo, yeah, wild and chill. Oh, there go my kits. I got some kits. I made some kits myself. I got 90s Casio. Oh, word? Seriously? Yo, don't sell your stuff, man. Don't sell. Still works collected up. Don't sell your stuff. My boy, he just bought a Casio. I don't remember which one. You know, they got like Casio, then maybe numbers after and stuff like that. But he showed me some pictures and he just bought it. And he had, the thing that was so cool was when he showed me the pictures, he sent me a video, and he had his son playing the Casio, like the happy birthday song or stuff like that. And the caption that he put to me was, he said, I'm teaching them how to be organic. I'm teaching them to be how original. Now, I thought that was pretty dope. I'm not trying to hate on samplers, but the mindset of this individual, this man, to try to get his son to start from the basics, to scratch, to learn how to build up a composition from literally nothing, and then make a song. But that's what I'm gonna tell you guys. Just because people, let's say you're a sampler, right? Let's say when you're a sampler, right? I'm not hating on samplers. I'm not saying like samplers are like the worst thing in the world. I like sample beats, and I like people who do sample. You know what I'm saying? I like that, and I think there's something to sampling. Like, I'm not going to say it's not. I'm trying to find this track. I can't find it. I see what is going on. Why is it? I hope I didn't mess. Let me see. Instrumental project files. You and me. Truth. Trans. So when you doing, like, you know, the cool thing about sampling, right? When you sample, you do learn. Like, you learn yourself music, right? You learn a lot about music when you sample. You learn there's an art to learning music while sampling. I know this because I started out sampling. I know there's an art to it to even learn music through sampling. You know what I'm saying? So I respect people who sample, but they're not trying to hear me. They're not listening to my points when I say this, dude. They're not listening, man. I respect people who sample. But the argument is what Ninth Wonder said. Ninth Wonder said that sampling is hard, real hard to do. And when producers get on their keyboard and they press one key at a time, that's ka-dink, ka-dink, ka-dink. That's what he said. It's like ka-dink, ka-dink, ka-dink. And then when he said that in the studio, in the interview, they all started laughing. They was laughing. These people all started laughing. And that's what I'm trying to get people to realize. That man has an audience and a following that's huge, way bigger than me. I don't have nothing close to him. But for him to do that with the status that he has, I feel that he should have been way more responsible as a human being, because not everybody dissed Ninth Wonder. I didn't diss Ninth Wonder. Whoever dissed Ninth Wonder, I don't think they should have dissed him and said, oh, you're not making dope beats because you're saying whatever they said. I don't know who said it. Somebody said it. There's no reason why he came out. Because if he just literally came out of nowhere and just said, oh, people who play keyboards one key at a time is ka-dink, 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 and it's pretty much the same thing as him using his pads or whatever. If he just came out and just said that out of nowhere, that's messed up. Why would you say that about a whole other side of the music production community? Why would you say that? Especially when you have that status, you're so high up there already, man. You got money, you got the fame, Guru is your boy. He called you to the studio to go drop those records, help drop those records with Jay-Z, right? He said it in his video. Guru called him. Guru knew his brother or whatever. I don't know. They all boys, right? So he got fast tracked into the studio with Jay-Z. He got fast tracked faster than you guys watching this stream right now. Don't you wish you could have got a call to go work with Jay-Z or some famous artist and you just show up like you take a plane, you show up and you start chopping up samples because you know you got skill with sampling? Don't you wish you could have done that? But he's past that point by now. And for him to say when he's doing those videos and he's saying all this versus, man. I can't say that I'm dividing the community. I'm not dividing the community. I'm not hating the community. I'm not disrespecting the community. I'm telling you guys, I just did not like his opinion. I don't agree with his opinion. What's up? What's your name? Hold on, the kids, man. Okay. Your hair looks very nice, and you look so beautiful. All right. All right. No, I'm busy. I'm talking to the people. Go ahead. I'm talking. Close the door. Close the door. Those are my little ones, man. Those are my kids. You know what I'm saying? So when I teach them from scratch. They play on the keyboard. They don't chop on samples. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so those pianos are expensive if you want a good one. Keyboards are versatile though. Who you think is Knife Wonder or the who you think is better? So can I be honest with you? I'll be honest with you. Ready? I don't listen to Dilla. I'm 44 years of age, okay? I've never gone on YouTube and searched up Dilla. I hear people say Dilla. I know, like, supposedly Dilla was like one of the pioneers, I guess, or maybe he was the pioneer when it comes to getting off of the grid so that he could have more of a rhythm when he's hitting the drum pads, so he could feel more like a drummer. His tracks could feel more alive, have more of that groove. But that's what I heard. I don't even know if that's even factual because I never heard Dilla say that out of his mouth because I've never watched any of his videos. I never heard him speak. So I don't know about Dilla. Let me tell you something. I'm not like a hip hop head or like a hip hop junkie like that. I was never like that. And I'm gonna break this down for you guys so you understand. Listen. When my twin brother, his name is Words from a True Legend. He's a rap artist, right? He was rapping in the early 2000s, okay? Listen. I gotta charge the phone, okay? Let me put the charge on. So anyway, so that's my twin, right? Now, him and my cousin. My cousin, y'all know him, is Reek the Villain, right? Reek the Villain. He was signed to Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? He had the whole big fallout with Busta. He was on Math Hoffa. You know Math Hoffa, right? He was on Math Hoffa, and he was talking about his whole thing with Busta and, like, you know, the whole thing how him and Busta fell out or whatever, right? That's my cousin. Like, literally, I could call Reek the Villain right now. I'm saying Reek was on the Fast and Furious soundtrack, like he was working with Swiss Beats, mad stuff. Okay, all right. So my twin was rhyming, but back then in the early 2000s, the only way you could really get beats is by downloading instrumentals offline. But then my twin didn't really want to do that. He was like, I'm trying to find beats. So I said, somebody at the job just told me about this program called Fruity Loops, and he said he'll burn me a copy, and I said I'll try to make beats for you. I'll try to learn. So the guy showed me the first day. He showed me this is how you make beats. He showed me how to chop up a sample. This is in 2003. I've been chopping samples since 2003. So people don't know that I know all about chopping samples. I know there's so many different ways. I know this art form, this skill. I know about it. I got stuck on so many tracks when I was chopping, trying to figure it out because you know what I'm saying? It was like, for me, not knowing music production at all, it was hard. It was a technique for me not knowing music at all. And that's what I want to tell you guys. I literally started chopping samples on a computer, not even an MPC, and I had no knowledge of music production. it's a difference. I have knowledge of music. I have literally knowledge of music because I was a dancer. So I'm breakdancing and stuff like that. But I had no knowledge of how to put the music together. I never even thought about how do they put the music together. What average person walking the street? Think about this. Think about your parents. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Think about your uncles that was dancing at the party, like, oh, dancing to all the old school, you know what I'm saying, 80s records, all the doo-wop and all the club records. They're just dancing. I was a break dancer and a reggae dancer. I'm not thinking about, well, how did they put that record together? I never thought about it. So when I told my brother I was going to help him with music, try to make beats for him, I didn't even know how hard it was going to be. And then when the guy showed me sampling, he didn't show me just to get a keyboard and all that stuff. He didn't show me none of that. I had to develop that in myself. I had to say, yo, I don't want to sample from other people. I don't want to take their work. I want to make it myself. I said, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling sampling because I didn't create it. Like if I don't understand how, me personally, I don't understand how people can sample and feel. They like, how do you feel it in your inside when there was no real emotions going into those chords and stuff, that's the piano that you sample. If you playing that shit out, you're like, oh my God, like you really getting into it. So that's how when I was sampling, I didn't feel no emotion. I didn't feel a connection to my beats. I didn't feel no bond to my beats. And they weren't even my beats. I wasn't making, what you said? That's great. Become good for years and practice. Yeah, they say that you need to put 10 years of work in, 10,000 hours. That's factual. You could Google search that right now. They say in order to get something, it's 10,000 hours to get it in. 10,000 hours. So, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I have only been making beats original for like 3 years, trying my hardest, failing. I failed a lot because I'm using synthesizers. I got the MPC first, and then I got the Blofeld synthesizer by Waldorf. That synthesizer is extremely hard to use. I didn't even get the rolling keyboard first. I got a synthesizer. Like I said, I want to make my shit from scratch. I'm telling myself this. I want to make a kick drum and a snare and all the shit from scratch. I want to make my synth patches from scratch, my bass lines from scratch. I'm telling myself this. Like total scratch. That's what I'm saying. That's how deep that I wanted to be original. You know what I'm saying? But Anyway, so, and if you look up the Blofeld synthesizer, it's like a white or it's black. It's called Blofeld synthesizer by Waldorf. That's my first piece of musical equipment that I attached by MIDI going into the MPC, and I got the original MPC. But like I was saying, my beats were not made for me. My beats were made for my twin brother, Legend. So when people say, they say this, they say that they always say this to me. This is what they say. They say, oh, you trying to use Knife Wonder's name to blow up. I never even tried to blow up. I never even thought about blowing up. I only wanted to help my twin. So I will make beats and I would be making beats and he'll come in the room and say, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. Coming back in the room, nah, that ain't it. He's a rapper. He's already rhyming. You know, he's doing songs with people like Hood Fellas from Bad Boy Records. He's doing songs with Reek the Villain, who eventually signed with Busta Rhymes. This is my twin who's doing songs with industry artists. He's doing songs with like what's the dude that battles? You know, Mook and Murder Mook, and what's the other guy? Not J Mills. I forget the dude's name. You know what I'm saying? He's doing songs with him. Like, oh shit, I'm in the hip hop industry. So y'all gotta hear me out, man. Because people don't get, they think they know it all. This is what people think. They think when they see you and they hear you talking, they know everything about you. I'm around all these hip hop heads in New York City. I got 2 artists, Reek the Villain and Words from a True Legend. He was just called Legend back then. They're in the game. One of them has a manager who's pushing them. My twin is on DJ Big Mike. He's on DJ K Slay. Like he's on DJ On Point, DJ Clue. He's got songs on these mix CDs the same time that 50 Cent has songs on these mix CDs and J Hood and the Locks and all these people are on these mix CDs. My family is on these CDs. But my mindset never went to, let me try to blow up. Let me try to pass them a CD of my beats. Let me flip some dope samples and give them stuff. It never went there. My mindset only went to making beats for my twin brother. And then if I made a beat and he liked it, I gave it to him. He wrote the song. Then we went to the studio and we recorded it. And then he let his manager hear it. You know what I'm saying? Or we put the mix CD out. I never. Then after that, I went to work. I went to my 9 to 5. I never tried to blow myself up as a musical producer ever. I never did it. I never did. I went to school to learn music in 2010. Think about this. I went to school in 2010. All my professors, they were in the music industry. I never slid them a CD. I never said, yo, let me come intern for you. Once I finished school in 2010, they tell you, you could come intern at this place, this place, this place. I walked my ass out that building and I went back home, man. I was just trying to get knowledge and information of music production. I wasn't trying to make it as a producer. Never happened for me. I never wanted to do it. So I only made beats for Legend. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even send beats. I never even started flooding when he signed with Busta Rhymes. I could have easily been hawking him, calling him, texting him. So I got this beat. I'm literally one person away from Busta Rhymes. One. And not only that, when Busta came down to Long Island, New York, 'cause I'm from Long Island, he gave me a big ass hug. Yo, what up, Legacy? He called me Legacy. I could have literally right then and there said, yo, I'm going to go around the corner and get my beat CD. Because back then it was really about beat CDs, and because it wasn't on internet really like that. You couldn't even connect. You couldn't touch Busta like that. If Busta came to your hood and showed you love. I could have literally like, yo, I'm going to get the CDs. Let me show you the beats or whatever. And then Legend like, yeah, I got beats from Legacy. They used to call me Legacy. They didn't call me Dynasty. Call me Legacy. You know what I'm saying? They still, like, right now you'll hear songs. You'll hear Reek talking on the track, and he'd be like, yo, I'm in the studio with Legacy, Legend. Like, he's saying this, like, on record, you know what I'm saying? Legend saying, like, yo, Legacy, you did it again. Like, he's saying you did it again because I gave him another beat. You know what I'm saying? Like a shout out, like, London on the track. I didn't ask for that. I never asked for Legend to shout me out on the beats that he recorded over one of my tracks. I never said that. You know what I'm saying? So I never tried to make it as a musical producer ever. So when people say, oh, like Stack 5 try to play me. Yeah, I know Stack 5. He's the NBA basketball player. You know what I'm saying? He's the best friend to George Floyd. So because Kwame Brown was getting at him. So I was on Stack 5. I was on Stack 5's Instagram, and I put 2 words. I put "Mama's cooking," because Kwame Brown was saying "Mama's cooking." I had to give these niggas "Mama's cooking," man. So I was laughing. I thought it was funny. So I went on there and I was on his Instagram. And I trolled him with 2 words. I said "Mama's cooking." So Stack 5 comes on my Instagram and he leaves me a message saying like, "Yo, you just mad because," he said, "you mad because you didn't make it as a musical producer." And I thought that was crazy that he thought that, because it's the image that he sees. He sees me doing beats on Instagram. And people say, "Oh, I can't find your music." You just go on Instagram and find some stuff about me. You can see the beats that I made. So yeah, let me see if I can find this joint. I'm trying to still find it, man. Yeah, no, Conan. So the Conan joint I can pull up. What is it? Can't believe. Where's now? So I never tried to make it as a musical producer, and I had the opportunity on like a billion times. You know what I'm saying? I had so many chances. It's easy. I can still right now, if I wanted to, I could contact some people and like, yo, can you slide me in there? Can you get me in the meeting? One of my best friends, you know what I'm saying? She yelled at me like a week ago. She was like, yo, come on, man. You keep talking about you want to get me in the studio to sing the hooks on your songs. She's like, you scared of me? Like, you see that? She's like, you scared of me? And I'm like, no, man. I'm like, I love you, man. I'm scared of you. I said, yo, I'm busy, and I'm busy. I'm a grown man now. So I gotta go make my money. I gotta raise my kids. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take care of business. It's not about beats. You know what I'm saying? I literally only made that 10-minute video. It started with a 10-minute video early this week. I only made the 10-minute video talking about what Knife Wonder said is because I'm thinking about the rest of you guys. I wasn't thinking about trying to blow up off of Knife Wonder. How can I do that? I got so much stuff I'm worrying about. I'm not worrying about blowing up on YouTube. I got a company I'm trying to establish. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 Google pages I'm trying to push. I got 2 Google pages. Some people don't even have a picture on Google. You know what I'm saying? I don't need Knife Wonder or anybody else to establish me in the game. I know how to handle my business. I registered myself to BMI. I registered myself to Song Trust. I registered myself to Sound Exchange. You know what I'm saying? I registered myself to my distributor. You know what I'm saying? And then moving forward, I'm gonna get the publishing company. When I get the publishing company, now I could really do shit. If I want to, I could join TrackLib with a publishing company. A lot of people don't even know that. They don't know that they can't just go on TrackLib. Everybody makes samples and make loops at their house. But how do you get on TrackLab? People don't even do the knowledge of how to get on this website, that website. What does it take for this? What does it take for that? Blah, 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 blah. It's so much knowledge. People don't even do it. They don't sit down and do it. How many people are artists right now? How many people are artists? I did read the chat, man. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Please, man. I mean, I'm a straightforward dude, man. Like so don't get me wrong. I don't beat around the bush with nobody, man. My kids will come walking in here, and if there's something I gotta say to them, I say it to them. If I'm at work, I say it to the people at my job, and they all know it, man. They all can, but I give them the respect, and I give them their respect, and they give me respect. I read the chat, man. I don't want to answer. You can't force me to answer. See, some punk, some punk will literally, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, man. You might be a subscriber on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And after me talking to you, you might unsubscribe from me because you might get upset at what I'm saying to you. But what I'm saying is, some punk on here, well, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'll read the chat, and then go start reading the chat. Why? Because they want your subscription, because they thirsty for the money. Me, I don't care about no YouTube money. I'm not thirsty for YouTube money because I don't have YouTube money right now. I'm saying I don't know what that shit even looks like. I don't want it. I work. I'm the guy who works. I'm old school with it. I'm 44 years of age. I work like I was 20, like I was 18 while I'm at my job right now. The 20-year-olds can't work harder than me, man. They don't work harder than me. Yeah, but that's not. But you got. Listen, man. I'm not trying to disrespect you, and I know you're probably a grown man over there, and you don't want to hear my mouth. So let me just back up for a second. I understand you're trying to have a conversation with me, but the way that why do you think? I'm not saying you're attacking me. I'm not saying you're attacking me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying You're trying to get me to engage with you, but I don't want to engage with the chat at this moment. I'm trying to get my point across because when I speak, I want to get all my thoughts out before I lose my train of thought. What you want to speak to me about, I can respect that. But sometimes there's a time and a place for certain things. So you can say, hey, Dynasty, I would like to speak with you. Then I can say, well, we can have a consultation. We can talk on the side. We can talk on Discord or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be inside of this live stream. You know what I'm saying? I want to get my point across while I'm on video, and people are going to see this. Said you make it about yourself. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. You said make it about yourself. This is my live stream, and I am talking about myself, and I'm making it about myself. I'm not hiding about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you listen. You just try to turn that into a negative. It's a positive. At least I'm expressing myself. So, not willing to listen. Just see, you're not listening. That's your problem. You're not listening. If you want to talk about 005 Dynasty, if you want to talk about 005 Dynasty right now, if you want to ask me a question, go make a video. Go make a video. Put yourself on camera. Whatever you could hate me in your video, and I will not disrespect you. I will not disrespect you. Say what you got to say. Get your point across. Send me the video. And I don't go to nobody's channel to watch videos no more. I don't go to nobody's channel. I don't go on people's channels and watch videos no more. The only time I might see a video is if I'm on Instagram and the feed pops up automatically and I want to go check my inbox. Somebody hit me for something. They might want me to do this and do that. And then I see the feed. That's the only reason why I saw that Ninth Wonder video the other day ago. And I was like, oh my God, this shit. I couldn't believe I keep seeing it. I'm like, I thought I was going to see him making a beat. And then I see him disrespecting people who create original. I'm like, oh my gosh, I only made a 10-minute video. But anyway, listen. Yes, this video is about me. I am rambling. I am talking a lot. And I'm getting my point out there. When I want to speak to you, like I'm saying, about what you want to speak to me, then I will during the live stream. But if it's that urgent, if it's that urgent, and you really need to speak to me, hit me on Instagram, hit me on my email. You can literally, you're on my YouTube right now. My email's on my main page. Go email me. It's better that you email me because then it's documented information also. This chat, sometimes the chat disappears. I'd rather you email me. We can have the conversation in the email. If you want to get my point, if you want to hear my perspective, let's talk in the email. Let's do it professional now. We're not gonna do it on it. We're not gonna do it on the live stream now. Now we're not gonna do it on the live stream. We'll do it professional. We'll document it. You and me. Where is that beat, man? Oh my god, I can't find nothing on here. What's you and me? Oh, project replace everything. Yeah, let's replace everything. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. Project files missing. See, I don't even know where this stuff is. Anyway, I guess what I'll do is next time when I come on stream, I'll pull up a couple of sample beats, and I'll just have them ready to go. Just so I could talk about them. It's not that I want to disrespect samplers. I want to talk about those sample beats, why a sample did, what I liked about it, and things of that nature. What artists I want to give that type of perspective. I want to give you the perspective of when I first started making beats. I think that's very key and vital to the debate that's going on right now. I want you to see my perspective of when I was sampling like every day, sampling like just trying to get tracks banged out. I want y'all to hear my point of view for that. I don't care. I don't want to talk about the original, at this point in time. I want y'all to understand where my feelings lie when it comes to sample beats. But yeah, let's pull something up though. I just still want to pull something up. Let's do this. What's this one? I made this beat for Shells. I made this beat for Shells. I made this beat for Shells, the rap artist. If you don't know the rap artist known as Shells from the Bronx, BX, he did the song I'm So BX with Remy Martin. You know what I'm saying? So I contacted Shells. He said, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I made the beat. The only problem is, after I made the beat, I wound up getting sick and doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and then I wound up going back to work full time, and I never sent them the beat, and I never sent them the beat because I'm not a beat maker. My mind doesn't go towards beat making anymore. My mind goes towards creating records, creating songs. Now, I'm not the best, you know what I'm saying, but I'm still trying. All right, so this joint right here is original, right? This joint is original. It's not sample. It's original. But it's a hip hop track. So let's go. Do I got it in song mode? I got it in song mode. Let's go. I think those are trumpets. Those are trumpets in the back, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all can hear that though. Let me see. So you get the idea. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop track. You know what I mean? But this shit got mad stuff going on in there. Like, the percussion is there, the kick is there. It's hitting hard. And I made that instrumental from the rolling keyboard, and it hasn't even been processed through the outboard gear yet. So that's the kicker right there. So I haven't even processed it through analog gear yet. Well, I did process it through the I processed it through the rolling keyboard. So the rolling keyboard, going out the back of the rolling keyboard, you're going to get the analog, right? The analog outs on the keyboard, going into the analog ins on the MPC. So it gave the strings and the trumpets and all, and you know what I'm saying, and the horns. It gave it its character, a little bit more character. Now that I have it in the MPC, when I put it through let's say I put it through, I have an analog compressor, right? Put that track is not even compressed fully. Put it through an analog compressor. That's going to give it more of that analog warmth to it, and it's going to really slam it. But when it slams it, it's going to I could really hit that compressor. It's going to slam it in a smooth way, which smooths out the track even more, like smooth. Then from there, I could just throw it if I want to. I could throw it in the analog heat Mark II. When I throw it in the analog heat Mark II, it's going to give it that saturation. The kick and bass is going to hit even harder. So this shit hitting hard right now. It's not even hitting as hard as it's supposed to be hitting. Then from there, I got the SP. I got the SP 404 Mark II. So now I could throw it. I could either throw it in the SP first and then throw it into the analog heat, or I could throw it in the analog heat and then throw it into the SP. But I know for a fact my signal chain is going to end with analog coming out. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have that analog warmth and grit. But the shit hit already. Like if I was when I put it through the analog heat, that shit gonna go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But that's just one track. That's nothing though. That's not even like, people might say that's whack, and I don't care. They might say that's whack. They might know that track whack. So I don't track whack. Like, they might hate, but it is what it is. Like, let them hate. Let them hate. But I know for a fact, a couple artists that heard it, they want the beat. They wanted to use the beat, and I was like, nah. I think that beat was for shells, because you know what I'm saying, I'm loyal. Like, I was loyal. You know what I'm saying, like, but I never gave it to them. So yeah, that is what it is. But let me see if I can find something else, man. Bang, 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 pop shells, pop shells, pop shells, rep your gang, pop shells, pop shells, pop shells, rep your gang, pop shells, pop shells, pop shells, rep your gang, pop shells, pop shells, pop shells. Yo, I ain't with that side talk. Ain't gonna talk. Just let off and watch these niggas somersault. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? That's my that's my song Pop Shells album. That's the vocal track. You know what I'm saying? And that's for like we was gonna get it on radio. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking about sample beats or instrumental beats, man. I'm thinking about records. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm thinking about. And let's see what I got in here. 2023. Yeah, that's the Shells joint. Really want to love you. What does I really want to love you? Is this it? Is this the joint? Let's see. Nah. What is this? I really want to love you. Let me load it up. Yeah, it's your boy Old 05 Dynasty, man. So right now, if you are a beat maker, if you're a beat maker and you are sampling, that's your main form of music production. Right now, are you, or do you have placements? That's what I want to know. And there's no hate if you don't. But I want to know if you have placements. I also want to know if you have a way to get placements. Because a lot of people who've been coming onto my channel, they've been hating me and being very disrespectful and toxic because of my opinion. Don't know that just because I don't want to pass my beats along to a famous person, that I know I could pass along your beats. I could pass along your beats to a famous person that I know to get you on. Not saying that you will be able to get on. I don't know if your beats are tight like that, like how you, all these producers are saying that beats are tight. I've never seen so many people say that they're good. Nobody beats is whack. I tell you, say my beats are whack. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, if it's whack, it's whack. I don't even know what this is. I really want to be. I got so many beats. I just be making them. I used to make it, but it's a beat I did. So I really want to be. I don't know. It's probably whack though. That shit sound alright. I think that. What? I might have to. What? I might have to jump on this shit. I made that. That fucking bass rumbling. Oh shit, Greg! What? I made that shit? What the fuck did I do with that shit? That's crazy. That's a visual? Or is that a fucking sample? Hold on. I don't even fucking know, my nigga. Might be a sample. Let me see. Melody, kick, wait. Vocal track, melody, mid snare, melody. All right, let me go to the first time. What's this shit? Let me look and see what's going on here. Assign sample. Oh, it's a sample track. I see. I wouldn't even lie to you guys. It's a sample track. Let me see. Yeah, I get hype over sample track. I love sample tracks too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit there and say that the shit is easier than creating an original. Cause I didn't make this sample. But that shit tight. Where I get the I got it from a movie, yeah. So look. See? Right? So that's the first loop. Now, let me see if I put effects on that. That's the question. Did I put effects on this? On the pads? Nope. Nope. Nothing. So I'm going to show you. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Let me tell you something, man. That track is rocking, right? Actually, I could probably flip the camera. Can I flip it? Yes. So, this is the MPC. Melody 1. There's no effects on the inserts. Then you go to the pads. There's no effects on the pads. At least I don't think so. Oh, right here. One thing. What's on here? Nothing on here. Okay, so EQ. I had to EQ something out of there, right? What's on here? EQ. What's on here? Compressor. It's a compressor, right? So compressor on this. So it's a light compression. Because probably some of the frequencies or just like maybe the highs, because this has a lot of highs in it. So maybe I was trying to compress it because of the highs. Maybe. I'm not too sure, like when I was creating it, right? So this one has nothing on it. This pad has EQ. So why do I have EQ on this? Oh, it's not even active. It doesn't have EQ on it. Sorry. So it's not active, and this one has EQ. So why does this have a parametric EQ? Was I cutting the highs and the lows? Yeah. There's the highs. The highs were jumping out. So all I did was go back on the highs a little bit on the sample. But that's simple. As soon as you hear it, you hear the highs in your ears, you just go back on it, right? So that's the thing, right? So that or whatever, right? So that's that. So now this is muted for this one for all right. So chorus two. So there's a different breakdown for chorus two, right? It's muted though. I don't want to unmute it. So I got everything tracked out. But let's go here and see. All right, so I got EQ and I got some reverb on there, right? On the second melody. So let me see. Let's see. I know the phone is all over the place. I apologize. So C1. Oh, that's why, because it's in the verse. So when I do this stuff, I do melody V1. So that's verse one. So that's why it's muted. It's only going to come in when the verse comes in, right? All right, cool. So that's why. All right, whatever. So this is the verses, right? So this the chorus. What's on the chorus though? That's the verse. I don't know what's on the chorus. I did this a minute ago, son. All right, whatever. So here's the bridge. Here's the bridge. Here's the bombs on the bridge. Like there's the bridge kick. So like on the bridge part of the song, there's a specific kick for that. Like you when you sample and you're getting into it. So I know when you're making a beat from a sample that you do get into the workflow. You get into the artistry of it. I get that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, this is what I'm saying though. When you sample, even though you're getting into the artistry and you make it something that's dope, right? You make it something that's your own, that's very unique, right? You don't have to do much when it comes to processing because the sample is already processed. I only did a little bit. And I'm telling you, the only reason why I did this little bit of processing is because I ripped this the way I ripped it, the way I took it off, the medium I took it off of. When you take this song off of like YouTube and stuff like that, YouTube has its own compression and its own EQ settings. So technically, you're not actually hearing the real record. You're not hearing the wave file, the audio wave file that was sent, that was put into like the movie. This is a movie. I got this from a movie. You're not hearing the actual audio from the movie. So when y'all are sampling off of this stuff, when you're sampling off online, you're not even getting good quality. So I know this though. I know there's a YouTube compression. I know there's a Twitch.tv compression. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a Rumble.com compression. I know all these platforms have their own settings. So when I rip off of these platforms, I know that I might have to put some effects to tone certain things down. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I get all that. But I want to hear that shit again though, son. That shit is crazy. Let me flip the camera back around. Yeah. Let's go, man. That shit's crazy, dude. Like, fuck, did I make that shit? That's crazy. And listen, I got sound effects going on in there. I got percussion. I got open hats closed. I got a lot of shit going on. All the shit that y'all do, I got all that. I got drum breaks. I got shit coming in, coming out. I got all that in here. I'm like, but I don't know, man. Niggas talking shit, but then they clip you know those hammers. Like y'all, like I would start spitting. Stop. I'll break it down. So if you listen to that beat, right, you can hear that I know what I'm doing when it comes to like the trickery or like I'm saying how to create a track and doesn't have too many changes when it comes to the actual melody because the melody wasn't created from scratch. So I can't go in there and really mess with the like the pads and stuff. I can, but then it's going to be your style probably or somebody else's style. Like it's going to be more choppy and stuff like that. So I'm hearing that I wanted it to groove. So I'm letting stuff ride because I want the track to groove. I want the drum pattern to groove, but I also want the melody to groove. You get what I'm saying? But if you listen to the track, the way I'm going in and out with everything, in and out, like that's my style. I mean, some people have like that type of style. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like the way I work. I go in and out with everything. So you have to listen. You have to peep this. Whoever's still here watching. I don't do just one chop or one pattern. I do multiple, and I break the chorus down. The chorus is 8 bars, so you got chorus one, which is gonna play one way, and chorus two is gonna play one way. But then the verses play in 4 bar sequences, broken up. So the verse. Sorry, my screen is all dusty. I've been doing stuff. I haven't been cleaning my shit. But anyway, so verse one is going to have a little bit more dynamic than verse two. And verse three is going to have a little bit more dynamic to it and probably have like some shit drop out. Verse four is going to have a totally different dynamic from the other three. But if you're not paying attention to it, and you're not gonna catch it. But you shouldn't be able to catch it. You shouldn't really be able to pay attention to it because the track should be flowing and grooving. Only if you really sit down and you listen to the instrumental, yeah, you're like, oh, that shit was crazy. And the only people who really sit down and listen to instrumentals that way are dancers. So dancers, like Blueprint or the Jabberwockies, they'll really sit down and listen to the intricacies of your track because if they're dancing to it. But if you're sitting at home, you just gonna be grooving to it. You just gonna be grooving. If you're a regular person, you just gonna be grooving. Oh, that shit's crazy. And if you're a rap artist, you want that shit. You want your verse to flow, and you want the shit to have dynamic, right? So I know all this as I'm making a sample beat, even though it's not original. When I make an original beat, I do the same thing. When I make a sample beat, I'm doing the same thing. I'm really trying to get that sample beat to flow all the way through. From chorus one, chorus two, verses, you know what I'm saying? This is the whole verse one. Then I go and I just loop this. So this is the second part. This is the second chorus right here. I should have put, you know what I mean, whatever. You get what I'm saying. But then I go to like I go into the bridge. Here's the bridge right here. You know what I'm saying? Then there's like there's a chorus or there's an outro, right? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like technically what I would do is if this is a song, I'll do 16 bars, right? So it'd be like this. I know I'm talking fast, but I'm from New York. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's the intro, one, intro two. Chorus one, chorus two. Then it's verse one, verse two, verse three, verse four. Then it's chorus two. This is the second chorus in the song. You know what I'm saying? And then it's verse two. Like I'm saying, this is the second verse of the song. Two 16 bar verses. Then I have the chorus come in again, and then I have a bridge. Most of y'all, when y'all chop up samples, you don't even have a bridge. I got a bridge. So here's my bridge. Bridge one, bridge two. So they're gonna have different dynamics to it. Then chorus one, chorus two again, and then the outro. So, but throughout this whole shit, I'm changing stuff and flipping stuff and dropping stuff in and out. Drum pattern is hitting hard, bass is fucking roaring. Like I come on, and this track hasn't even been processed. This track is just sampled. So now let's say we want an artist to go over this record, right? Say we want an artist to do this track, right? Then what we'll do is we'll track out all this shit, right? Onto its own separate tracks. Bass would be separate, kick would be separate, hi-hat, close hat, open hat, all the sample tracks, melodies would be separate, everything would be separated, right? Then you will put it into the board. And say the big studio got an SSL console. I'm talking about the big one, not you know what I'm saying? Like it's a bunch of different consoles out there. You can just go online, look at them, see them. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the console. Now what's going to happen when it goes in the console? Like I did no outboard gear processing on this. It's going to get hit with some more outboard gear, right? You know what I'm saying? To make it sound even better. You know what I'm saying? Like make it sound strong. But that's when those top tier engineers and mixing engineers, they come into play when you're doing like a big time record. You know what I'm saying? But since I sampled this though, I sampled it from the beginning of the song. When I started creating a song, since I sampled it, I didn't even have me. I didn't have to start from scratch to create the record. I didn't have to figure out how to make this. Let's go. Let me see. Let's go. This melody. So, turn this down a little bit. Shit loud. I didn't make this. I didn't make that. So when you sample, a sam who all right. If you're a sampler, a sampling producer right now, how was this made? How was this sound made? That's my point. If you don't know how this sound was made and what type of gear that was used to make that sound, how could you say your process is harder than somebody who created original? You skipped a lot of steps to get that one loop right there. You know what I'm saying? Then you skipped a lot of steps to get that loop. You skipped a lot of steps to get that loop. You know what I'm saying? That's the one I think I had the reverb on it. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Any more stuff? Let me see. There's no more. It's only those pads. Look, it's only this. You know what I'm saying? If I'm creating original now, look, you can look at these pads as if they're tracks. They're tracks. So on track one, I might have a string sound. When I play the string sound, the string sound needs to be edited so that the string sound sounds smooth and the high frequencies are not messed up. It might also need to have some bottom end taken out of it, EQ'd out, or it might need the mid tone to be taken out of that and fixed. I don't know. I wasn't there in the studio with them, but there's a pad there or a string sound, right? What else is in here? It has bass in there. Look, listen. It has bass. It goes right? What bass sound is that? What undertone frequency is in there? Then it has a vocal in there. I'll let you hear it. There's a vocal in here. Is that vocal sitting in the center, or is that vocal panned out 30% to the right, 30% to the left? I don't know. Let me hear. See, and this right here, everything is sitting in the center. I can hear the vocals are a little wider because it's used as a special effect in the song and in the cinematic song that is being used in. The vocals are a little bit wider, cinematic effect. That you should know that already. If you're a musical producer, you should know that already. But the bass is always going to be in the middle, unless you're doing some effect. But bass sits up. It's mono. It's going to sit in the middle. The strings sound like they're in the middle though. They sound like they're in the middle, but they sound like they're stereo in the middle though. So it's taking up the whole soundscape. And the reason why they would do that is because they don't need to separate anything for a movie, because it's for a movie. They just need a movie. They literally need you to fill up the whole soundscape for a movie. If this is playing in the theater, they can't have it all they can't have it not stereo. They gotta have it sound as stereo, right? For a movie theater, right? So you can hear the strings sound like they're stereo, full, fat, right? The vocal sounds a little wider than like a hip hop voice or like an R&B singer, right? Because it's used as an effect. But you can definitely hear the bass tone under it, sitting in the middle. But I didn't create that. And on top of that, yo, what up? Yo, what's up? The beat buffet. Yo, what's up, big dog? Anyway, so I don't know what string sound that is. I don't know what keyboard they use to play that in. I don't know what compression settings they put on that, what reverb unit they use for that, what EQ for those pads. I don't know. So how can I say my work was hard when I didn't create this original loop? I didn't create that. What's this? How did they make that? I don't even know how to fucking make that. You know, it's simple. It's simple as hell. But who made that sound? It sounds like it's a like maybe a violin being bowled up, like up in frequency. Like if you're playing a violin, you're going. That's what it sounds like. Could be a string sound too. Could just be a string. It might just be a high string sound. See? Yeah. It might be the same. And actually, it might actually be the same string sound in that pad. This might be played lower on the lower octave, and this is played a higher octave if the keyboardist is playing this out. That's what it sounds like. But what did they use to get that sound? I don't know. But I chopped it up to blend it together to make the beat. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point. Like, you're skipping a lot of steps. So now I sample this. What you need?
A charger.
I'm using a charger. All right. I sampled this, right? But I don't even know what equipment this was used on, right? And it's free. I'm getting a free sample, and I didn't pay for whatever keyboard they use. I didn't pay for that, man. I didn't pay. I'm skipping steps. I'm skipping steps for whatever EQ that they use or whatever compressor that they use. So let's say I don't have this MPC, but I got Koala sample or Serrata sample, right? If I got I got programs that don't have like all the this you could put tracks and all that shit in, but I could chop on it. It's anything that you could chop on, right? But you can't really go in there and do the nitty gritty. You could literally chop up a movie sample, R&B track, a Celtic track, an Indian track, an African track. You could chop it up, not know how they made it, not spend the money on buying it, and then you potentially can make money yourself off of chopping it up. I think that's just flagrantly a smack in the face to the music industry in itself. And I participated in that myself. The only thing I didn't do was try to get on as a musical producer and try to make money off it. I didn't I didn't have a big artist call me to the studio and say, "Yo, can you chop something and give me credit on the album? I get my publishing, I get money, and I'm a millionaire." But I know how to chop up I can sample. I can chop up samples, and I never even tried, never asked anybody for that because my heart was never in this. My heart's not in that. And I think this is easy. I honestly think that is easy. I just had to add my groove. That's all I had to do was just add my groove to it. You know what I'm saying? And all my my niches, how to bring the chorus, how to go out of the chorus into the verse, how to make the my four verse chops work together, how to go back into the chorus. So if you listen to the Knife Wonder track, Threats on the Jay-Z album, right? If you listen to it, it's really the sample is okay, right? But it's really the percussion. It's really all the tricks he's doing with the percussion that drives that track, that gets it to go in and out of everything. Because the sample just loops. If you go back and listen to the Jay-Z Threats track, and you go back to listen to the Woman's Threats joint, you'll hear that the sample in the Jay-Z thing is really a loop. It don't really have a lot of changes. It has some, but it has some creative changes, and I like it. That's why I said this. That was one of my favorite songs that Knife Wonder did. That was one of my favorite beats that he did. I love that fucking beat, man. You know what I'm saying? Love the beat. I love the beat. That's why I bring it up. But I don't think it was uberly hard to make it, especially he made it in 20 minutes. He made the beat in 20 minutes, guys. I mean, I don't know how long it took me to make this beat, but I got the sample, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what is that? That's the chorus. Let me see. Let me do the verse one. That's it. How did I do it? Let's listen to how I did it. Let's listen to how I did it. So I said, right? What? No, I said, let me see. Let's go into the grid. So I did. Yeah, that was not hard to do, man. That's not hard. I chopped it to stay in rhythm. So no, so then it's a variation. It's a variation, right? So what's the variation on this? Let's look at the variation on it. You don't have first of all you don't have to do a crazy 1,000,000,000 chops anyway. You know what I'm saying? To make a track, you can. I could go like this, but you don't have to. Sometimes I could. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So but look. So I did. Here's the variation, right? So I did. Oh, I skipped that. Okay, so 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, That's not hard, man. That was not hard to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could. So, that's that, right? So now, let's go. That's verse 1. Now, what did I do on verse 2? So let's check the grid. So now I changed up the pattern a little bit for the second part of the verse, right? The next 4-bar loops. This is 16 bars, right? So I did. Right, so that's the main loop. That's the main version I was doing it, right? Now the second variation goes like this, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, sorry, 4. Then it's 1, 1, 2, 3. So it gives it a little bit. It gives it a different dynamic feel to it. So that's cool. That's pretty crazy though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. One. Yeah. No. Oh yeah. So I skipped this one right here. I skipped that one. So it's 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's like, oh yeah. I'm doing my own. I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So now that's verse 2. That's the other 4 bars, right? Now let's go to verse 3. Hear that variation. And you hear how the percussion makes the beat ride, but the pattern is a little bit different. It's not exactly the same. So the next pattern is oh, wait, actually, let me make sure what that one's muted. So let me find it. Snare. Make sure the one that's not muted. Let's see, this it? Let me check. Yeah, so this one is right. So this one is I'm staying low. I'm staying low on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, sorry. 1, 2, sorry. 1. Right. So this one is 1, 2. No, sorry. My bad. 1, 2. That's that's a different variation, different chops. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. That's different from the first 2 parts of the verses. This is the third section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then and instead of looping, instead of hitting this key and looping back, or hitting this key and going up here and then looping back, I skip that whole process and I go directly into 1, 2, 3, 4 to change up the dynamic in the rhythm. Any of y'all could do that. Any of y'all producers can do that. That's not hard, man. That's that was all I did was just sit there and I just figured out my patterns. I figured out chops. That's chopping. That's not the melody playing straight out. It's chops. I cut that, right? Then the second part of it. So now it's 1 right here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So now I skip this one. So this shit got some crazy variations to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, 3, 4. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go to the next one, right? Let's go to main, and now let's go to the last part. Let's go to part 4. This is still in the verse. This is not like, you know what I'm saying? I got it right. And now how do I do this one? Out of this one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one's kind of similar to the other one. So now it's all about tricking you with the percussion now, right? So right. So now you hear all the cymbal crashes, all the glides. You hear the bass line going boom, 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 boom to ride into the chorus. Now let's go and check out the bridge. See what we did with the bridge. All right, so that's bridge 1. I got bridge 2. Bridge 2. All right, so I know what bridge 2 is. Sometimes with my bridge 2 or my verse 4 is that's usually using like cymbal glides and string pads that are glide in to go into the chorus. That's what that is. Now I think I got something else. I got bombs and shit like that going on. I got the outro, whatever. But as you can see, it's also not a lot of tracks. Look at how many tracks I'm not using on here. I'm not using all these tracks. When you create original, you're using all these tracks, man. Unless you're making some whack shit, you know what I'm saying? Like the original, you gotta use all these tracks, man. I'm only using a couple of tracks because it's a sample. I don't have to do much mixing. I do a little bit. That's nothing. That's not a lot of mixing at all, man. That's very, very little mixing, man. Very little mixing. Yo, James, what up? That's my road dog right there, man. You know what I like about you, James, man? You're a real motherfucking dude. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a real man, like a man. Like that's man. You got a lot of these dudes on here, man. They hating on you. They hating on your boy right now, but they showing their true colors, man. A lot of them are toxic. A lot of them are like they act like little girls, man. And the thing that's so crazy is I'm not putting up with it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start documenting all these toxic people that come in. I'm going to start I'm going to screenshot everything they do online. And I'm going to write articles and I'm going to put it on Google. So now their beat names, their beat tag, beat names, their brand names are going to forever be out there on the internet with the stuff that they're saying to me. That's what I'm going to do. But anyway, James, what up? So I'm going to play the beat. I'm going to play this track. I like this track, man. This track is sample, though. I told y'all I love sample beats, man. I love sample beats. But I do original now. I do original. And I'm not going to say that sample beats is harder to make sample beats than it is to do original. It's not. That track I showed earlier in the stream, that's not a sample track. The one I did for Shells, that's all original. Don't let them get you down. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, brother, man. See, I need more of that, man. I need more of that. I need more of that, brother. See, I want to play this track though. I didn't even remember I made it. That's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna play it right now. Go back to the beginning. Turn it up a little bit. I don't want All right. So that's a track. That's a track. Like, that's a track, man. You could literally take that to the studio, let a rapper rhyme over that. Even if you want to change up even more, put more like variations to it, you can. You can because it's a sample. You just change up the variations. You could do it. It's easy. Not that hard. You want to change the drum pattern a little bit more? You can. Like, I could change the drum pattern more. I could beat this shit up with the kick drum and the snares and all that stuff. I could drop out a lot more. The bass line hasn't even been processed yet. That shit is raw. That bass line hasn't even been compressed through analog gear. That bass line hasn't even gone through the analog heat or anything of that nature. It's just raw. So once you got the bare bones, you could like I could literally take this shit and I could filter out most of it too. You want somebody to rhyme? Let's go to the chorus. You go to the chorus, I play the chorus, I mean the verse part, I play the verse right now, right? So you hear the melody, right? If I want to, I just go and put a high pass, no, I put a low pass filter on it, right? I put a low pass filter on it, or EQ, I can EQ out the highs, either or, it's pretty much the same thing, it's all filters, right? I could like tone down the highs even more so somebody could rhyme over the verse. Like there's millions of tracks that are done that way. So yeah, once I'm doing a sample beat, I got all these little chops and stuff. You just go at it, man. It's not hard, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people were saying it's hard. I showed y'all all the micro chops and all the different sequences and patterns and stuff like that. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if I let me see if I can go back to the other track. Let me go back to the other track I did for Shells. Let me see. Sometimes I get lost in this machine. Let's go browse. Let's go up. Where did I? Wait, let me turn this shit down for it blows our eardrums. Let's go. So, wait, this is the wrong folder. What about the Shells joint? This is the Shells joint. Look at how many times I saved it. I saved this so many times because I was making it for Shells. You know what I mean? He's a known rap artist out here in New York City. And, I mean, to do a song with him, it would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So let's go in here. Let's check this out. Load it up. Yeah, just continue. Load up the memory. All right. Let's go in here and check this out, man. I'm not sampling it here. This is original. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see what's in this file. Let me turn this shit. Let me see. So, we got the mother ducker going in there. This is the bass. Main reverb. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh, it's muted. Okay. Oh, that's because it's the intro. Okay. That's just the intro. Chorus one. Okay, so what I'm showing you right now is that if I hit this pad, that's an audio file. That's how I processed it in my rolling keyboard. I played that shit out in the rolling keyboard, and I processed it to get it to sound like that. That trumpet don't sound like that. That trumpet don't sound like that on this regular. It sounds high pitch. The trumpet is high pitch when you hit it on the rolling keyboard. No processing. That's how the keyboards are. If you don't have a real keyboard, I feel sorry for you, but you got to get one. But I got that going through here. I got that trumpet going through here to give it that effect, to give it that, you know what I'm saying, that monotone, that deep, dark, that pan north and south effect. That the trumpet is going through this, man. But if you're sitting at home in your studio and you don't own this reverb, which is fucking fire, man. If you don't own this reverb and you just mess around the FL Studio reverb, or Ableton reverb, and you ain't got this shit right here, how can you make the trumpet sound like mine? But you'll sample that. And I played it out. I said, burn, 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 burn. I did that. That's my creation. And it sounds like that. Burn, 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 burn. And it loops twice. Because that's how I recorded it. I sampled it into the MPC. But that's my created loop right there. I created that. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to rock in the verse. That's going to rock out. You know what I'm saying? The chorus, I mean, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I created that. That's my, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand, like if you don't even know how something was created and you can't create it yourself, or you didn't even think of, you didn't have the emotion to play that trumpet out like that, but you're gonna sample it and say that your work was harder than somebody who created it original. And then you're gonna say like your style, you came up with your own style and like all this shit that people have been saying to me over the last 3 4 days. I can't understand that. It don't make any sense. You don't own this. I own this. This belongs to me. I created that. I created that. You didn't create this, man. And if you sample it and you take it from me, that's illegal. That's fucked up. That's wrong. It's morally wrong too. And then we got billions and billions of morally people on this earth that don't give a fuck as long as they make a dollar bill. That's what they care about. They don't care about nothing about the next person at all. That's what we have. So, yeah. So, and then let's see. Listen. There's nothing on the pads. You see, there's no insert on the pads. None. There's nothing on the program. Nothing. No inserts. But you can hear all the EQ, you can hear all the compression, you can hear the reverb. You can hear it. You can hear it. Listen. That's mine. How you gonna take my shit and then try to recreate it and say you dope? When you didn't buy my MPC, you didn't buy my reverbs, you didn't buy my compressors, you didn't buy none of my gear. You don't even know how to use. You probably didn't even know this fucking reverb existed. Half y'all producers in the game don't know about this reverb. Y'all don't know about this. This is not even, people don't even use this for hip hop. They don't use this for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like they use like all those other outboard reverb strips. They use like strips and all that shit. The 500 series. How many times somebody told you about the 500 series, the reverbs and 500 series? They use all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? And I got it wider. Like I'm doing all these different tricks with my sounds. I got trumpet number 3. Then I got it playing wider. Like you know what I'm saying? Like like I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, dude. And the wide. If you listen, the way that I'm doing the wider part is wider, but it has frequencies taken out of it, EQ'd out of it, so that how is it wider? How am I making it wider? How did I make this? You hear that? It doesn't have that big reverb on it. That's processed without the reverb, but it's wider because the way I EQ'd and compressed it. I slammed it with the compressor to make it, but when you slam it, it makes it smoother and wider. That's what I did. What was my compressor settings? If you don't know it, how you gonna sample my shit and think like you top notch musical producer because you sample something you didn't create? You don't even know how to create that and make that wider. That was my creativity. That's my mind. That's my motherfucking mind, not your mind. Like sampling from R. Kelly. R. Kelly sang that song. R. Kelly made that fucking record. You didn't even think of the record. You don't even know how to sing like R. Kelly. So how you going to say that your sample beat is you have the right to sample it because it's audio, it's music? How are you going to say you have the right to sample R. Kelly? How are you going to say you have the right to try to put it out there and make money off it? You want to ask him for a license. And he'll do it for you, or even if he don't do it for you, the record label's gonna do it because it's more money. It's greed in the industry. It's all about money. But you can't sing like R. Kelly. You can't mix those those R. Kelly records down. You don't even know what they use. That's my point. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Original. So, snare, whatever. These snares, they're samples, right? I got them from like say a drum kit, right? Let's say I got these kicks from a drum kit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the melody is what I can copyright. The melody is copyrighted. The kicks and all that shit, you don't copyright that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can copyright your groove, I think. I think you can copyright your groove, but only if your groove has effects and shit on it. If it's like breaks, like certain if the break is if the break is on a musical medium like a CD, tape, or record, and you go to copyright it, and it has like certain frequencies with it, you could get that passed into law. And people can't even take your fucking break. You know what I'm saying? But it has to have shit along with it though. Like for example, like when when a guy sampled Rocky, when Puffy and Busta Rhymes did the got real live niggas on the track. You know what I'm saying? The victory. When they did victory with Biggie, you know what I'm saying? When they did victory, they asked him like, what did you play what you play? Did you play any? Did you play a bass line? He said, no, I didn't play the bass line. So this is only the sample and the drums. That was it. He could. You lose your lawsuit. You lose. You don't get no money. You lose your lawsuit because you didn't play nothing in there. But when I do my original tracks, I got my shit in here. I got my stuff that I played out in here. Know what I'm saying? But anyway, so trumpets. I got a lot of trumpets in here, strings and all that shit, whatever. I got Japanese vocals in here. I got you know what I'm saying? Like I be going at it, son. Like like you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, let me flip it back around. So I be going at it. I be doing my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I be doing my thing, son. Like yeah. Like and like let's say like Japanese vocals. I don't mean that I sample something from like Japan or a Japanese vocal. That may mean that the sound design that I did it sounded like Japanese vocal. So I got this beat I did online, and the guy was like, he was like, "Yo, do I hear like eagles, like birds, like what he said, like a hawk or like birds, like seagulls?" He said, "Yo, do I hear seagulls in there?" He was trying to decipher my beat because back like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I was a part of like the beat making community for real, for real. Like I was doing like flip the samples and all that stuff. People was coming to my channel. I was going to their channel. I was doing a like for like the comment for comment shit. Oh, you like my video? I'm gonna go to your video and like your video and watch your shit. I was doing that. I was a part of that, right? So one guy came. He said, "Yo, is that seagulls? Do I hear seagulls in your track?" And I told him, I said, "No." I said, "That's a vocal." But the way that I took the vocal and I manipulated it, it sounded like seagulls. So I turned the vocal sample into seagulls. I did. But the reason why I know how to do that is because I practiced many years ago on how to flip and manipulate sounds. I would literally sit, and this is before the MPC. This is before the MPC. I would sit in FL Studio, Fruity Loops, FL Studio. And what I would do was I would literally get like a vocal track, right? And Dipset was hot at the time. So Dipset, Cameron, you know, Jim Jones, and all of them, right? Joel Santana, Freaky Zeke. I'm from New York. I'm listening to Dipset. I'm hearing all the vocal samples. I didn't even know Arsonist was making their beats at the time, the heat makers. I didn't even know he was making their beats. You know what I'm saying? But I'm listening to the vocals in there. The vocals is what always captured me in music production. That to me was the best part of music production is the vocals. The vocals have so much soul. You can have a regular melody and it might sound hot, but if you find those right vocals, it takes that beat, no matter if it's sampled or original, it takes that beat and it skyrockets that shit. Why? Because it brings emotion. So my music is always about emotion, man. No matter what, if it's sample or it's original, I try to bring that emotion. So when I'm chopping up those samples back in the days, it was like maybe Alanis Morissette, maybe Beyonce, Rihanna, like maybe even Garth Brooks, or maybe like Bruce Springsteen, or like Wayne Wonder, like maybe Wayne Wonder, and he's a reggae singer, right? I would put it into the program, and I would go slowly, and I would find like a certain chop of vocal with them saying something, and then I would just take that chop, and I would speed up the semitones. And then after I speed up the semitones, I wanted to hear how that sound in conjunction with the beat, and then I would flip it in reverse, see how that sounds with the beat. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm doing all these different techniques. Put a delay, reverb, multi-chorus, different effects. You know what I'm saying? Even effects that didn't even go with shit. Like I was just going in FL Studio and going down different effects and just applying shit, like saying like what works. I don't know what these instruments are, what these plugins are, but I'm just trying it. And eventually I learned how to like figure out how to manipulate the sound to sound like different things. That's creative. That's being, you know what I'm saying? That's music production right there. So I know how to chop. I know how to mix and mangle and flip shit. I know how to get in there very intricate. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even need to do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I'm not. I don't listen. I don't listen to Dilla. I don't listen to Dilla because I'm me. I'm 005 Dynasty. I'm I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm not saying that. I know people bring up Dilla, but I've never watched one Dilla video in my life. I never watched one Dilla video. I've never listened to Dilla speak. So his method of music production, I don't know. I don't know it fully, and I don't want to know it because that's that man's style. That, you know what I'm saying, and whoever listens to him, they should appreciate him for his style. So what I try to do is I try to create me, and it might sound bad. It might sound really really bad, but eventually I'm hoping and praying that I get to a certain point where it sounds good by me just focusing on me. See, I was that kid. What made you not tap in the dealer? Okay, so I'll tell you right now. So when I was a kid, right, growing up, I have a twin brother. I have a twin brother. So my twin brother is a little bit more out there. He probably wouldn't want me telling you out of the story, but he's the badass. He's the one who was like stealing people's lunch money in school. Yo, if Legend was to see this shit, he'd be like, yo, son, like, what the fuck you doing? He was the one slapping people in the back of the head in the cafeteria. You know what I'm saying? He was the one who was getting the phone call home all the time. He was the one. I was the quiet one. So they always said, oh, Jamel Sneaky. So that's my name. My name is Jamel Pearson. That's my name. 005 Dynasty is my alias, is my company, my business, right? But Jamel Pearson is my name. They would always say, Jamel's a sneaky one. You gotta watch him. He's a sneaky one. Cause I was always in the corner. I'm always like this. So when it came time to when we grew up and it came time to get into the entertainment stuff, I only got into the entertainment stuff for my twin brother. So I started making beats only for him. He was the main rapper in the family. I only started rapping in 2020, really in 2021. 2020 was a little bit. So I'm quiet. I'm in the corner all the time. I mind my business. I don't worry about nobody. Like, like, when let's say all y'all musical producers, right? Say y'all are coming up and you learning how to produce. You might be sampling or you might be creating original, right? You might look online for inspiration. You might see stuff on videos, DVD, whatever's out now. You know what I mean? For inspiration. You might be driving in a car, or you're in the car in the back seat or riding shotgun, and you hear a song come on and it inspires you, right? That wasn't like that for me. I mind my business. I don't care what anybody else is doing. So I'll hear your song. I might like your song for what it is. I might break dance to your song, reggae dance to your song, but nothing else. There's nothing else that clicks for me. I don't even care about music production. So when my twin brother was rhyming in the early 2000s, he had a manager and everything. He was like, I need beats. So the guy at my job was like, yo, I just got this program called Fruity Loops. You want to learn how to make beats? It just so happened it clicked. One week my brother said we need beats, and next week this guy is telling me like, oh, I got Fruity Loops. I could burn it on the CD for you. I said, give it to me. I want to help my brother. So my whole mindset when I first started making my first beat, trying, which was bad, and I still got it from 2003, the year 2003, I still got the beat, was make a beat for my twin brother. I never, I'm the shy guy. I'm the guy in the corner. So I never wanted to make a beat for anybody else in the world. My cousin is Reek the Villain. Reek the Villain. He was signed to Busta Rhymes. Literally. He was signed to Busta. Then he had the whole thing with Baby and all of them. Y'all know Reek, man. He was on Math Hoffa just last year. Remember Noriega was saying like, oh, I ain't fucking with Reek, you know what I'm saying? He had a fallout with Busta. I could call Reek right now. If I really wanted to be in the music industry right now, I could literally just pass Reek some beats. I could pass Reek beats and say, yo, Reek, can you pass it to your music industry friends? I can do that. I have my MPC right here. I can just burn a bunch of shit, or email him a bunch of beats and say, hey, can you just pass it along? Why? But I don't care about that. I don't care about being famous and being in the industry like that. I don't care. I don't care about the money and none of that stuff. So I'm on the sideline. While all y'all musical producers throughout all these years, while y'all are perfecting your crafts and y'all learning from these people and you hearing all the different technology of how to make the beats and how to do all this stuff, I didn't hear none of it. I quit music for 10 years. So in like 2007, I stopped making music. I started making music again in 2018. And when I started making music in 2018, I had no idea of what I was doing because all the technology and stuff was new. It was different. I 10 years went by before I even started making, and when I started peep this shit. 10 years went by when I quit music. I wasn't making music for my twin brother anymore. He was the only person I was making beats for. Only person. Everybody in my neighborhood would ask me for a beat. And I was like, I don't got no beats because it was only for him. 10 years go by because I stopped making beats for my twin because we lost our house. We lost our house. We was homeless. I started from the bottom, my nigga. Like I was reborn. I was homeless on the street. Me and Legend and my pops, we homeless, dude. I didn't have no money, no nothing. We broke, like homeless, like bums, like for real, for real, for real, for real. Like I know what the bum on the corner has gone through. I know, you know what I'm saying. So I stopped making beats and stuff. I stopped working with my brother. In 2018, I got an MPC. I didn't even know how to use it. Listen, you see this device right here? I didn't know how to use this shit at all. So when I get into the MPC, I'm looking at this shit like a foreign language. So I'm trying to use my FL Studio knowledge inside of the MPC in the year 2018. I'm trying to figure out how to use this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is not FL Studio, but I'm trying to figure out, well, if FL Studio worked this way, I could work that way. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. And also, when I got the synth, all this shit right here wasn't in here. So when I got this MPC, you see that yeah, you see all these plugins? That shit wasn't in the MPC when I got it in 2018. So I couldn't go on there and hit pads and make stuff. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. So what I did was I wasn't sampling no more. So I got synthesizers to go to play with this. I got reverbs. I got outboard gear. So I'm starting from scratch, learning the MPC, and learning how to create songs original in 2018. Let me remind you guys. And when I quit music in 2007, I was still sampling. So I wasn't making original beats. I started trying to make original beats in 2018, 10 years after. And also, I was not going online and like trying to figure out how people are doing their style and making beats. So I never looked at Dilla. I never looked at Premier. I never looked at Dr. Dre. I never looked at Timberland. I never looked at like even my cousin Ike. You know what I'm saying? Like people in my hood making beats. I never listened to none of them. None of that. I never got any of their styles or techniques or none of that. The only thing that I did was sit with my device and try to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to answer your question, I was the quiet kid that mind my business. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like when I did the video a couple of days ago, it was a 10-minute video when I was talking about Knife Wonder, right? And I didn't like his comments when he was talking about the difference between, original and sample flipping. You gotta remember, I'm the quiet one. I'm the quiet twin. My twin will black out on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the quiet one. So for me to speak up, I'm speaking up from the heart. I'm not speaking up because I'm trying to make money or try to get a lot of YouTube subscribers. Before a couple days ago, when I dropped the video about Ninth Wonder, what was I doing? I didn't drop no video about Premiere or like any other musical producer. I wasn't dissing people. I wasn't saying I'm better than people. Come listen to my beats and like I make the best beats. I'm trying to fuck with mad people. I'm trying to diss people to get a name. I wasn't doing that. I had my MPC in the room. I played a beat. I start rhyming to the song. Like my records, you know what I'm saying? Like I could load this shit up right now if I wanted to. Let's go in here, load it up, and I could just start rhyming. I'm trying to record a rap album. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from the heart though. A lot of people see the problem is I'm the only one speaking from the heart. I'm the only one speaking from the heart. Nobody else will speak out against Knife Wonder because they're afraid if he sees the video and if he chooses to say something, then you're gonna have so many people who hate you in this world, dude. If you say something, you have to feel like, oh, I hope he doesn't see the video because if he says something, because he know he has the power, millions of people could come and attack you. So people don't want to say nothing. But I had to say something because I didn't see nobody else saying anything, dude. Like I don't have nothing, dude. I'm just a regular person on this earth. I don't have millions of dollars. I don't have millions of dollars put into a studio that has gear and shit like that. The only thing I have is just my heart and creativity and my passion for creating music and creating music original. And also I also have like this thing in me where I want people to have respect. You know what I'm saying? Like don't disrespect. Don't like that's not I don't like that shit. That disrespect shit, I don't like that, man. Because if you disrespect me, I'll put you in your place because I'm a humble person. That's what I don't like. Like listen, man. I'm quiet and I'm humble. But when I see the disrespectful shit, that's what makes me get out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And then I got a wild side too. I can be a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So that's the reason why I never listened to Dilla. Never listened to him speak. Never watched one video with Dilla in the studio. So I don't know his methods, his technical thinking. And I'm pretty sure it's amazing because all I hear is Dilla, 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 Dilla. And you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, say anything bad. Because you say something bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking anything bad. But if they think you saying something bad, they're gonna attack you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what listen, man. If you scroll up in the comment section of this live stream, this guy was disrespecting me for no reason, man. No reason. So what I did was I screenshotted it. Why did I screenshot it? I screenshotted it because I'm gonna write an article about him, and I'm not playing about that shit, dude. Because if that's his if that's his production name, if that's his producer name, that's his business, that's his brand. So since you want to disrespect people in the YouTube comment section or on YouTube live streams, I'm going to write an article and I'm going to put it on medium.com. And I'm also going to put it on 005dynasty.com and any other website that I'm signed up for that you can write articles on. I'm going to put it up there and I'm going to put it on Google. I'm going to put it on Google. So now when somebody searches up his musical producer name, they're going to see how toxic and nasty he is. And they're not going to work with. I'm telling you, son, you get blackballed out the game. Easy, son. The difference between me and him and a lot of other people is that the game can't blackball me. You want to know why? Because I'm not trying to get in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are trying to get in the game. They're trying to get their beats heard. They're trying to make that bag. So you come and try to play me. I'm gonna put your image out there so people when they see you, they're not gonna fuck with you, man. Right now, I got family that's in the music industry. I said, yo, don't fuck with this. Don't fuck with that producer. Just look at what he said to me on the live stream, and instantly they're gonna be like, I ain't fucking with him. Then they're gonna tell their people don't fuck with that producer. Instead of just coming in and saying something educated about the point, say something educational about the topic, the debate. Don't come in with your emotions. Say something educational and then say, hey, yo, Dynasty, can I email you? Can we talk? Something like that. Email me. And then I might say, yo, send me your beats. Send me your beats. Not so I could critique it, so I could pass it along. I'm not sending my beats to these artists. Right now, my twin brother Legend said this. He said, yo, Legend. He said Legacy. He called me Legacy because that's my childhood nickname. Yo, Legacy. I need some of those trap beats. He said he liked the trap sound. He from the boom bap era, you know what I'm saying? He from the 2000 era. He liked the trap sound. I told him, I don't make that. I literally told my twin brother, the person that I built my whole career around, just making beats only for him. I told him I don't make the trap beats. That's my style. That's somebody else's style. Somebody else came up with trap. I didn't come up with trap. I'm not gonna make a trap beat. Everybody, there's like billions of fucking trap beats on the internet. Billions, man. Why do you think fucking Spotify and all these companies are having trouble with all this fucking trap beats that are uploaded to their platform? I've never made one trap beat in my life. I can't make a trap beat because I don't try. I don't have the knowledge. I mind my business. If you're doing trap, you're doing trap. If you're doing drill beat, I like drill beat. I'm like, this shit is hard. The way that bass beat rumbling in it, the way they got the bass glides, the 808 glides, the way they got the 808 glides in the drill beats, I think that shit is very fucking creative. I like it, but I'm not gonna make it, and I'm not gonna try to get the knowledge to make it. I told one of my friends, his name is Ja. I told one of my friends, Ja. I said, Ja, Legend wants like one of these trap drill beats. Could you make one? He made one. That shit was fire. But he know how to make it because he is going through the different genres. The dude's making cinematic music. He's making cinematic music in 7/8 time signature. All these producers, they told him about chopping up samples. You want to impress me? Make cinematic music in 7/8 time signature. That's what he's making. He's making music that sounds like Minecraft music. And the composer, C418. That's what he's making, my friend Jai. He's making that. And he makes cinematic music from scratch with outboard gear. Right? Like Strymon pedals, guitar pedals, reverbs, and all this crazy. He got console boards in his house and everything. And then he could turn around and make a trap drill beat. And then he could make a boom bap beat because he's that talented, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, and I asked him to make a beat for Legend. I said, can you please make this beat for Legend? I asked him, dude. Legend asked me. He didn't ask Ja. He don't know Ja exists. But Legend can literally Legend can make a hit record tomorrow, especially if you make a dope beat for him. You're the producer, right? If you make a dope beat, he can make a hit record. He's an artist. I asked the next motherfucking producer to make a beat for him. That's money that I passed up on, hypothetically speaking. What if Legend heard the beat and it was that dope, and then he gives it to Rico, he gives it to my cousin Fetty Wave, you know what I'm saying? Fetty, you know what I'm saying? He gives it to JFK. You know what I'm saying? He's a Brooklyn artist. That's my cousin. He's a Brooklyn artist. He's big out there in Brooklyn. What if he gave it to him? And then he goes and he's talking to all the people in Brooklyn. They're like, oh, that beat is crazy. Now I just put Ja on. Now Ja is going and doing all these shit for everybody in the studio. I will pass the information along. So when dude comes and he's dissing me, the dark guy, he's dissing me in the live stream. Why don't you stop with your brainwashed zombie behavior and thinking that just because somebody is famous that they're the best people in the world. Famous people are not the best people in the world, guys. We got to get back down to reality. They're just people, man. They're people with more notoriety than you, but they're not better than you, man. You know what I'm saying? So he should have emailed me. We could have worked something out. But I could have tried to take his brand to the next level. Think about this, man. You could literally go online right now. You can search up 005 Dynasty. You know what's gonna pop up? There's gonna be my company's gonna pop. I have a website. My website was not built for me. My website was built for you. That's how stupid people are in this world. I literally built 005 Dynasty for the other producer to promote them. All these people coming and hating me. I could have been promoting y'all on my website. My website that I built and spent money on. That's my shit, my platform. It's built like YouTube. It's built like Facebook. It's built like Instagram and all these platforms. You could literally log in, set up your fucking profile page, upload your pictures. You could promote all your YouTube videos, your SoundCloud, Facebook, all that on my platform. I built a platform for everybody. My producer name, oh 05 Dynasty, is not even for me. The people don't even fucking know who they dealing with and who they talking to in the world. They think because you're not sitting on Mount Rushmore that you're nobody. 005 Dynasty stands for oh shit dynasty. Like oh shit. You cannot curse in marketing. So I put lowercase o and a capital O to represent like the rising of O. And then the 5 represents the word in the word shit. Oh shit. The expression, oh shit, that beat is fire, son. Oh shit, he got a dope ass clothing line. And the word dynasty is that I was trying to help other people create their dynasty. Oh shit, dynasty is the premise. So you have YouTube. YouTube is a very creative and smart name for a company and a platform. It's saying YouTube, your network, your show on the tube television. YouTube. Smart as hell. 005. Oh shit, dynasty. We're going to help you create a dynasty and promote your oh shit content. So it's oh shit dynasty. Expression means everything. That's my slogan. Expression means everything. So what does that mean? The expression oh shit means everything. Because if you could make an oh shit moment, if you could make like this, whatever company made the Sesame Street, this is fire. This little doll's fire. When we went to Sesame Place, we bought it because we're like, oh shit, like that shit is dope. If you make an oh shit beat, we're like, oh shit, that beat is fucking fire, son. That's the premise behind me. I'm not on here fucking like just trying to make money for myself. No, I'm helping people or trying to help people. So if you go look at my website, I stopped building my website. I was building. I got all the page. I got so many pages going and shit like that, and I stopped building it. So even if you go there right now, you're gonna see some pages that are not fully done because I stopped building it. You wanna know why I stopped building it? Because people are unfucking grateful, man. You got people like that producer. Let me see. Let me go if I can find him in here. What's his name? Dark, right? Yeah, there we go. Black Dark. His name is Black Dark. You got people like him in the world. I don't want to help him. I don't want to help him. You know what I'm saying? That he's ungrateful. He's ungrateful because he's ungrateful that he has air in his lungs. You know what I'm saying? He's ungrateful that he woke up today. So he's gonna try to make somebody else's life. He's gonna try to make somebody else's life miserable. That's what he was trying to do. But you can't make my life miserable. Because I don't care about you. I don't care about his music. I don't care about anything that has anything to do with him. I don't even know who he is. I never knew he existed. He cares about me. He's worried about me. You see the difference? That guy's worried about me. I'm not worried about him at all. I'm never going to go to his YouTube channel. I'm never going to listen to his music. I'm never going to help promote him. Why would I? He's ungrateful just for even being able to walk. Get up out of his bed and walk. How dare you go online and you disrespect people like that? For what reason? Because you sucking off, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to disrespect them, but fuck it, man. Like at the end of the day, you sucking off another man. I will never suck off another man. I will never do that, man. I will never look at this man over here like he's better than me. I will never praise another man on that level. On that level, the way that these people are praising another man, they're really praising them. Have I praised people before? Yes. But the way these people are praising and they will fight for that guy, right? He don't even know you. He don't even know you. He don't even know you even exist. How you fight for somebody? He not helping. He not gonna help you in life or nothing. If you was to try to like do something, like something was to happen to that guy, the Black Dark producer, is life one day gonna come and help him? No, he's not gonna help us. So all these people coming in the comment section and saying this and saying that, I'm gonna document it. I'm gonna write articles about them. I'm gonna put your brand name on the internet for the companies to see when you try to get a job, get a record deal, whatever you do, and when they Google search you, that will come up. That will come up. I will put your shit. I will put your shit everywhere. I'll put the articles everywhere, son. Ain't got no problem. And then I don't even need to put them everywhere, but I will. But all I gotta do is put it on two platforms. I'll put it on Medium.com, and what I'll do is I'll get a official account on Medium.com too. So now when I publish the articles, those articles go directly into the Google News section. So when you say you look up Old Fried Dynasty, right? And it has images, it has like what does it have at the top of the, I forget. But you know what I'm saying? Like the whole top bar, like it would say images, videos, it would say like books, it would say like news, like it has all these different categories just in case you've done something in those categories. That news section on Google, You have to know how to get into the news section on Google. Not like right now, if I wanted to, I love you. I'll be out in a second. Right now, if I if I want to get on Google, if I write an article right now and I want to put it on Google, I have to be in the Google News section. Like yeah, it's a behind the scenes. So right now, I have a business. I have a business on Google. Old5dynasty.com is a business. It's a registered business with Google. So I could go in the settings on Google. I could change shit in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Photos, I could change all that stuff, everything in there for my business profile. Then I have a second profile for me being an artist. That one I cannot change. I can't go in the settings and change that. That is data. That's data that has been gathered over the time span to build up who I am or over the internet. That's why you see 1,000 pictures of me on the internet. I'm not no random dude. I have all my data out there. But if I want to put articles, I have to go to my business account on there and I have to now register under Google News. And then I have to write an official article and publish it under Google News. And then it will be in that news section. But once it's in that news section and it gets published, that shit's there forever, son. It's forever. So all the people that come, I'm telling you, I'm not playing with these people. I don't care about them. And I'm not doing this because my feelings are hurt. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because people hide in the comment section on these platforms. That's what they do. They'll be like, oh, they talk about my hair and all this and this shit. I'm not hiding it. I don't have a good hairline anymore. It is what it is. But they'll try to snap and say this and say that about my hairline and whatever. I bummy clothes, whatever it is, right? My beats are trash, right? When you say that, if I screen capture that and copy it, and I put it in an article, a written article, show your pictures, show who the type of person you are, and I link it back to your stuff, and also I link it back to the original post that you did it, and I publish that article on Google. It's gonna be there forever, and when people search it up, you're not gonna be able to hide it anymore. You're not going to be able to hide on YouTube with your nasty, egregious comments towards people. And I honestly believe everybody should do that. You got somebody who disrespects you online, screen capture it, publish it, put it out there. Shit, people might get fired from their job. That shit, you hear the stories of people getting fired from their own place of employment, because one thing you cannot do, you cannot get caught doing some shit and you work for another professional organization. I learned that when I was young. When I was literally working at the job, they came in and told us, they said, listen, when you're working here, when you're on the clock, you have to be presentable, respectful. You can't do no crazy shit. When you're off the clock, you got to be the same way, because when you're not wearing the logo of our company outside, people still know you for the logo of the company. If they see you working at McDonald's, and then when you outside and you smoking weed, they know you work at McDonald's. So you could get fired from McDonald's because you putting a bad image on that company. No company wants bad images, and no company's gonna hire a person or deal with a person, especially if they find out that you're doing some crazy shit. They ain't gonna fuck with you. So that's why I'm gonna put these people on blast, and I'm gonna put them out there. And I'm the black. I can do it. You could just go look at old5dynasty.com right now. You go. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm saying I have a news section. I have an article section on my website. Once I publish it on my website and then I publish it on Google, I'm going to publish it in more than one place, because when you publish shit in more than one place, that's when the AI bots can find the damn data. So, and there's things you could do, like there's keywords and key phrases and schema markup. See, a lot of people don't know what schema markup. Schema markups is how you're supposed to put images and put stories and data online. When you put schema markup in the HTML coding, or it could be JavaScript or whatever the coding is, then the bots that go around on the internet, there's bots that surf your internet and is finding all this data. Whenever you do a Google search on O5 Dynasty, the bots go out, grab the information, pull that shit within microseconds, and it comes back to the page, right? Those bots are going. So if I put your brand name out there for being disrespectful, you what? Let that's on you. That's your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the difference between them and me is I'm not trying to be. I'll say what I want to say about, you know what I'm saying, a industry person. I'll say it because I'm not trying to get the job from them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I work hard, man. I put the shit on my back. I got right here in my left shoulder. I got a torn labrum. I tore that shit, man. But I tore it working. Like, I'm like raw. Like, I'm putting shit like that heavy, like 50, 60 pounds on my shit, like lifting it up. You know what I'm saying? And I tore it because I'm pushing like raw, and that shit ripped. It ripped. I felt it when it ripped too. I was like, oh shit. And then it ripped. The reason why it ripped is because I was dehydrated that day. I wasn't drinking enough water. So the muscle, if it don't have water, and you do all that shit, it's gonna tear. And the problem when the muscle tears, it can never heal. Fuck, it's a muscle. Once you cut a muscle, that shit can't go back together. You cut meat, like when you cut like flesh and meat and all that shit, and there's muscles and tendons in there, you cut that shit, it's not going to go back together like your skin. That's why people have surgery and they get shit in there to hold shit in place. But I never got surgery. So my shit, I still got the tears. It's not only one tear, it's multiple tears. But there's a big tear, and then there's multiple tears around it. So what I'm doing is I've been building up the strength in the other muscles in my shoulder to get the whole arm nice and solid and tight. So I still feel the pain. When I'm at work, I feel pain. That's another problem I had with what Knife Wonder said. When Knife Wonder was saying like, oh, when you do the ka-tink playing with the keyboard, you hitting one key at a time. Well, he don't know. I got a handicap with my hands. I broke both my hands. I broke you the middle of my hand right here. That fat part in here, I broke that whole bone. The middle of my hand is not supposed to be that fat. So it's hard for me to move this finger. It's hard for me to go through the keys. So why would you say that? You don't know what people are dealing with in their life. And you're at a certain level where you should be more cognitive of that. You should have more, like, you know what I'm saying, for other people that's in this world. Look, listen, I'll show you. I broke both of my hands fighting. So I on this guy's head. You see this hand? I broke the knuckles on my pinky and the bottom half of my hand. I make a fist. You see? I don't have all my knuckles. I shattered my hand on the bottom end. I can't fucking play the keyboard, my dude. I can't play I can't play the fucking keyboard, the piano. I can't do it. The shit don't move. Like, I literally sat and I tried. I'm sitting there and literally physically, I feel like physically when I'm trying to move it, like I'm trying to move it, I can't get the shit to move. It doesn't come up. Look at it. There's no knuckles there, my G. So why would you disrespect? Why would you disrespect like that on that manner when you have such a big platform? But then you got people who will come and try to shit on me, say, "Oh, you hating on Knife Wonder?" No, I'm not hating on Knife Wonder. He should be more careful with what he says. All of them, all those famous people. You want to know why? And I tell you why. Because there's people that follow them and believe in them and will take every word that they say for the gospel. That's why they should really humble themselves. I had somebody tell me, you should humble yourself. You think you know it all. I don't think I know it all. I'm just giving you my humble opinion. I don't think he should have said that. No matter if somebody hurt his feelings and he's trying to defend his point. He should have just said, man, that's your way, that's your feeling. All right, you do your way, I do my way. And just go make his millions of dollars. But you got somebody like me who hears it and gets very offended. I got offended. Yeah. I'm not going to lie about it because that's not right. What about the other person that you don't know about that's down the block from me that's trying to play keyboard and they got a handicap too? Or they just can't get it. So they play one key at a time. He said, oh, it's a ka-tink, ka-tink, ka-tink. Come on, man. Said like, oh, it's not that hard. He literally said like people like me have it easy when I create original because all the sounds are separated. What kind of logic is that? That don't make any sense. We're making music. I'm doing it the original classical way from ground up. So you mean to tell me all the people who created music way before we was even on this earth, from classical music from scratch, they all had it easy? So you're just sampling all of our easy work, or all of their easy work. He ain't sample for me, but you're sampling all these people's easy work, and then you got it harder, and you making bangers. So uh, people they gonna hate me though. They're gonna say my beats is whack. They're gonna talk about my features, and the men that are talking about another man's like another man's features. That's crazy, dude. And I try not to say stuff because when you say that's the G word, or when you say like pause and all that stuff, then they try to come at you like, oh, this community don't like you now. This community they hate you. This community they think that you're this and that. You shouldn't be saying that, stuff like that. But I can't say nothing when somebody says something that, let's just say it, when somebody says something gay at me. They're another man and they're saying something about my features. I can't say nothing now. And why is another man looking at another man's features? I look at a rap artist on TV and they butt ugly, but I don't think they're butt ugly, and I'm not thinking to say they butt ugly. I'm just looking at I'm not even looking at their features. I'm looking at them for their character, the person, the person that they are. I'm just looking at the person. Like, hey, yo, he's a cool rapper. He's doing his thing. You know how many rappers I've been around in my lifetime? Tons of rappers. I was in Fight Club when they were doing Fight Club in New York City. You know what I'm saying? I was there when they were doing the battles, the big battles. And they were doing the battles over the pool table, and they had $10,000 here, $10,000 here, and they doing the battles. I was there when Old Solo was battling. Old Solo is one of the best like battle rappers ever in the history. Old Solo. It's old dash solo. Look him up on YouTube. I've even contacted him. I told him like last month. I contacted Oso. I said, "Yo, man," I said, I was looking for you for a long time. I was looking for O Solo for a long time because I couldn't remember who he was, and I didn't know his name because when we went to a Fight Club, it was me, it was Legend, and it was Arliss Michaels. And if you don't know Arliss Michaels, you should know him. He's the one who's doing Real Talk DVD. Real Talk DVD. Arliss Michaels was on the Math Hoffa show with Reek the Villain. That I know, you know what I'm saying? I know Arliss Michaels. We're boys. I did Arliss Michaels' first album cover. I'm in hip hop, man. I'm actually in hip hop. I'm in hip hop history, but I'm not in like the record label side of it. I'm in the street side of it. I was doing album covers for all the local artists out here in Long Island. Like literally, like they're paying me like $50, $100 to do all the album covers. I'm dope in Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So dealing with Arliss Michaels and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I could keep going, man. I'm gonna leave it though. Let me get up out of here, guys and girls. It's getting late. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I know I left that point like kind of hanging, but I'm tired. Listen, man. I got a lot of beats, man. I got a lot of beats. I'm not a beat maker no more. I'm an artist, but I have a lot of beats that I've made. I have beats that are samples, and I have beats that are original. You know what I'm saying? I like both. I like both. I just don't like it when a person who has clout and is up there and they say something that can be detrimental to another part of the community. That's why I spoke up and said something in a 10-minute video. And then people came and attacking me. So that's why I made more videos after that to defend my case. I'm not saying you making beats. If you make sample beats, you're the wackest artist. I don't like you. I'm not saying that. Go make your sample beats. Go do whatever philosophy, whatever floats your boat. But please give people who create from original their respect. And if you can't do that and you come on my page doing what you're doing, I'm going to document it. I'm going to put it on Google, put it on my website, write articles, and I'm going to put your sneaky, hidden comments out there for the public to see and let the world judge you for who you are. It's your boy, Old Five Dynasty. That was a long story. So you know now you know why I haven't listened to Dilla and all these other producers. I don't listen to these producers. If I hear it on the radio, I hear it on the radio. But I don't go try to learn their philosophies. I only stick to Old Five Dynasty philosophy. and that's Ghost Wave music. That's cinematic air hop. That's the way I flow. That's the way my beats groove. That's the way my melodies groove. Cinematic air hop is cinematic music, but it's cinematic like a cinematic like hip hop style. You know what I'm saying? Like it has a lot of air, a lot of reverb in there. It floats. My melodies have like a little float. It's the texture. And now, the only thing I need to do is add the sonics. That's it. That's the reason why I got Outboard Gear to add the sonics to my sound. When I make a trumpet loop or trumpet like progression in my rolling keyboard, I need to get it out of that rolling keyboard and get it into the outboard gear so now it has that sonically great sound and be able to mix it all cohesively together with all the strings and keyboards and the pads and the guitar and make a great sound composition. That's my goal right now, and to make great songs for the hip hop album. And I guess I'll leave y'all with a verse, right? So yeah, I'm a real artist. I'm not like let's see, what's all right. So I do. Call me Jon Snow, Game of Thrones, I'm a black crow. I ain't no banker like Jim Carrey, Truman Show. Rob you for those dead presidents like Lorenzo. I'm the source, provide the magazine clips, Benzino. Fellowship of the Ring, Legolas with the bow. Straight heavyweight in the game like Riddick Bowe. Heading west like Kanye. See my haters dry slow. You're all gonna die slow. Brandon Lee in the crow. Hot nigga, handsome hustler, Quan Low. I'm the new Blind Fury, ash for a volcano. The ace in my hood, hustle hard like Mano. Want my bread? Recipe hidden in the cookie dough. Peaceful like Miyagi dough, kick your ass like Cobra Kai. Dynasty, well connected, global like your Wi-Fi. Albert Einstein in the game, I'm a wise guy. Put my haters to bed and sing them a lullaby. Let's go. So I'm an artist. Punchlines, metaphors. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, man. Play that back and decipher all the punchlines. Your boy, I'm out of here. Thank you for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Chiming in, jumping in here, hanging out with me. And I'll try to come back on here tomorrow and see what's up. I appreciate you guys and you girls. And yeah, let's do this, man. Let's do this. I'm gonna keep my message going too. I'm gonna keep the message going. I'm gonna keep the message going. That's it. Or I'm out of here.